Hello everyone, welcome to IS Darshana. I hope you all are doing very well. So without wasting any of our time, let's move to the topics of the day. Today's topic is Uday launches Aadhaar mascot Uday. The Unique Identification Authority of India, which is UDAI, today launched the Aadhaar mascot, a new resident-facing communication companion to simplify public understanding of Aadhaar services. The Aadhaar mascot named UDAI will be helpful in making Aadhaar-related information more relatable and people-friendly. It will simplify communication of Aadhaar services, whether it is about updates, authentication, offline verification, selective sharing of information, new technology, adoption, responsible usage, and many more. To bring this vision to life, Uday chose to open an inclusive route by launching national design and name competitions on the My Government platform. The response was overwhelming. Uday received 875 entries from across the country, students, professionals, designers, etc., each offering a unique interpretation of what Aadhaar presents to them. A multi-tier evaluation process was adopted to ensure fairness and rigor in the selection process. What emerged from this process is a beautiful creation that is shaped by public imagination and refined through institutional diligence. Arun Gokul from Thrissur, Kerala bagged the first prize in the mascot design competition. Idris Dawaiwala of Pune, Maharashtra, and Krishna Sharma from Ghazipur in UP, which is Uttar Pradesh, were the second and the third prize winners respectively. Riya Jain of Bhopal won the first prize in the mascot name competition, followed by Idris Dawaiwala of Pune and Maharaj Sharan Chellapilla of Hyderabad is the second and the third position respectively. So the details have been mentioned clearly over here, and let me tell you and brief it out again and again. I am going to give you all the points in the view which is important for your examination. It is not that I'm giving the points and reading out. No. Whatever I have to explain it to you, instead of you sitting and writing over there, it is better just listen. Because once you listen properly, thoroughly, you can get to know exactly what is this. And after 1 month or 2 months, if you again read this PDF, you'll get to know exactly what was the point. Okay. And that is why I'm giving up all the points and in the paragraph way also, so that you can implement that in your answer writing also. So keep it in an understanding mode, not only reading the PDF but listen to the video so that you can enhance what exactly it is. Okay, yes. So the next topic for the day is water vapor heats the atmosphere much more than aerosols do. New research has revealed the combined role of aerosols and water vapor in shaping the implications of climate change, suggesting that for reliable climate implications and future projections, both aerosols and water vapor should be considered as their interactions and significantly impact regional atmospheric dynamics and Indian summer monsoon. The radioactive effects of aerosols and water vapor are crucial for understanding as well as predicting the Earth's radiation balance and hence climate dynamics, and play a pivotal role in the Earth's radiation balance, influencing global temperatures, weather patterns, and climate stability. These radioactive effects provide insights on how aerosols, water vapor clouds, greenhouse gases influence on Earth's radiation balance by shattering and absorbing the incoming solar radiation and outgoing terrestrial radiation. The Indo-Gangetic Plain region is considered a global hotspot of aerosol loading with high spatio-temporal variability in aerosols and water vapor content, making accurate quantification of their climate response while challenging and uncertain. To refine climate projections and assess the implications of atmospheric composition changes on regional climate dynamics in and around IGP, it is important to analyze the relationship between aerosol holding and WVRE. The study of Aryabhatta Research Institute of Observational Sciences, which is ARIS, Nainital, along with Indian Institute of Astrophysics, which is IIA, Bangalore, both autonomous research institute under the Department of Science and Technology, DST, Government of India and international collaborations, University of Western Macedonia, Kozania, Greece and Soka University, Tokyo, Japan assessed the dependence of water vapor radioactive forcing on aerosol holding over the Indo-Gangetic region. See, the below we have given some of the researchers who led all this, okay? See, in this part, I have briefly mentioned about the conclusion. So, there is a homework for you today. Read out this conclusion and comment below what you have understood about this concept. If you have any doubts, you can comment there also, okay? So, this is it for today. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.